Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai, Kal Halal Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone, and peace and blessings to the elect. It's the brother Yatazak from Great Millstone, Dallas. And I just want to, let me see. I want to get into Ezekiel 37. You know what I'm saying? At the dry bones. And the point that I want to convey is that you got these Christians that's talking about all these things that happened already. You know what I'm saying? But they can't show you or tell you when they happened. You know? They don't know the history. They don't understand prophecy. They don't deal with anything. You know? This book is way too thick to just have a whack-ass breakdown of John 3:16. You see what I'm saying? They want to start with the New Testament, you know, and go a New Testament only, not realizing that it's actually hand in hand with the Old Testament and the Apocrypha. You see, they want to eliminate all these different things out of the scriptures and then brag and boast like they right about everything, man. You know? So what I want to do through the Spirit is I'm going to go through the whole chapter. I'm going to go through the whole chapter, you know, Lord willing, to be edifying. But what I want to do is I want to point out certain things and certain aspects that they refuse to deal with, but they think they understand the Bible. You see? Now, the dry bones. Just because it's in the Old Testament, just because something is in the Old Testament doesn't mean it's already happened. You see? It's still things in Genesis that haven't happened yet. You see? It's things in Isaiah that haven't happened yet. It's things in Ezekiel. You see? You have things in the scriptures in the Old Testament that haven't happened yet, man. You see? I would say like the destruction of the Edomites. That haven't happened yet. That haven't happened yet, man. That's what I'm saying. So when these people come up with these things that they saying, just like the brother Mike Allah likes to say, man, if they not speaking according to this word, it's because there's no light in them, man. And you actually seeing how dark Christianity is with vocab spearheading they yeah, they got vocab Malone spearheading the attack. You know? He want to say that those Jews over there in the Holy Land, in the so-called Holy Land over there, man, are the real Jews. But according to prophecy, that can't be. But what we're going to do is we're going to go into this chapter, you know, and I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm off today, you know, and the spirit is hot. So, Lord willing, this thing be edifying to the hopeful elect, man. And it's just giving these these people that's coming up against this truth more things to go back to the drawing board on. Because this is a heavy chapter. All right, this is Ezekiel chapter 37, verse 1. It says, the hand of the Lord was upon me and carried me out in the spirit of the Lord and set me down in the midst of the valley, which was full of bones. You know, it says, and I want to say this too about Ezekiel. He told Ezekiel to eat this roll, right? He told Ezekiel to eat this roll. That's what I'm saying. He didn't tell everybody else to eat the roll, you know. He had that charge to certain men. It said, and caused me to pass by them round about, and behold, there were very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. You see? It says, and he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered and said, O Lord power, thou knowest. It says again, he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones. That's what I'm saying. Now put your thinking cap on, man. That's what I'm saying. If it's just bones, that's what I'm saying. If it's just bones, then it's just bones. You see what I'm saying? It's an allegory, man, and it is going into prophecy, man. You see? It says, and caused me to pass them round about, and behold, there was very many in the open valley, and lo, they were very dry. And he said unto me, Son of man, can these bones live? And I answered, O Lord power, thou knowest. Again, he said unto me, prophesy unto these bones. Prophesy, meaning tell them my words, right? The Lord put his words on Ezekiel to prophesy to a bunch of bones? No, man. It's talking about people. And as we continue to read, you're going to see. You see? It says, and he said unto me, prophesy upon these bones, and say unto them, O ye dry bones, hear the word of the Lord. Right? Thus saith the Lord power unto these bones, behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. You see? I shall cause breath to breathe into you, and ye shall live. Now, when else did that happen, man? You know? When else did that happen? Okay. We gonna see. All right. All right. It says this is Genesis 2:21. It says, and the Lord God caused a deep sleep to fall upon Adam, and he slept. And he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh instead thereof. And the rib, hold on, let me see. Wait a minute. Wait. Let me go up. Because we ain't getting into that. That's a whole nother topic. All right, hold on. Let me see. All right. Let me see. Breathe. Maybe I need to put that in. Okay, here we go. This is Genesis 2:7. All right. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go. Yeah, that's what we gonna do. All right. All right. Genesis 2:4 says, "These are the generations of the heavens and of the earth when the Lord, when they were created, in the day that the Lord God made the earth and the heavens." It says, and every plant of the field before it was in the earth, and every herb of the field before it grew, for the Lord power had not caused it to rain upon the earth, and there was not a man to till the ground. But there went up a mist from the face of the earth, and the watered the face of the ground. And the Lord power formed man of the dust of the ground, and breathed into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. Okay, let's dig. All right. Okay, breathed. All right. You got napach. Says to breathe slow, blow, sniff, seed, give up, or lose. Says to breathe, blow, to be blown, to cause to breathe out. You know what I'm saying? All right. All right. He said he breathed into the breath of life. You know? All right. The breath. All right. We got Nashama. I'm going to say breath, spirit, breath of the Most High. What's the breath of the Most High, man? What's the breath of the Most High? The breath of the Most High is the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. You see? Understanding what is required of us. Understanding the law, statutes, and commandments. Understanding what's pleasing to the Heavenly Father. You see? That breath. You know? And that breath later became written on tablets of stone. And that breath is also going to end up being manufactured into the Lord promising to put the law, statutes, and commandments in us to make us perfect moving forward, you know, as a part of our deliverance, man. How are we going to conquer death? Through that breath. You see? Spirit of man. Come on, man. All right, now let's go back. Go back to Ezekiel. All right. Now Ezekiel. This is Ezekiel 37:5. It says, thus saith the Lord power unto these bones. Behold, I will cause breath to enter into you, and ye shall live. You see? Because without the law, statutes, and commandments, and the understanding of what the Heavenly Father is actually requiring of us, is death. You see? Matter of fact, let me get Sirach. Let me see. Let me get Sirach 33. Let's get Sirach 33. Yeah, this lesson might be long, Akim. Whole roll, baby. Whole roll, man. You know? Alright, Sirach 33. Alright, I'm just going to get straight to the point. 33:14. It says, good is set against evil, and life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. All right, so we're gonna keep that in mind, because you got the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly right now. You know, and the if we was doing a tug of war right now between the wicked and the righteous, the Bible would be the rope. You see what I'm saying? And we pulling and pulling and pulling. And they pulling and pulling and pulling. But at the end of the day, man, they gonna run out. They gonna run out. They gonna run out. They can't even distinguish time and prophecies or any of these things, man. It's just John 3:16, and you go into hell if you judge me. I can do what I want. Okay, first of all, don't no scriptures back up that philosophy. So we gonna keep going. All right. It says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and will bring up flesh upon you, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. He did that same thing with Adam. He did the same thing with Adam, man. He formed us. He breathed on us. You see? That's what happened. That's what happened. That's what I'm saying. And this prophecy, when did this prophecy happen then? If everything in the Old Testament happened already, when did this happen? You see? It's happening now. It's happening now, man. That's what I'm saying. Just like the whole thing with vocab trying to say that we don't know the scriptures because James went off. That's what I'm saying. The prophets went off. The prophets were human, first of all. You know what I'm saying? Because when the Lord came on the scene, they thought that was the end then. They was asking the Lord, when you going to bring back the kingdom of Israel? They was asking him that 2,000 years ago. Was he lying? No, man. He was telling them all this stuff was going to happen in the future. Why do you think when Peter said, what are we going to get since we done gave up everything? The Lord told him, you're going to be judging the tribes of Israel in the future, in the regeneration. You think they didn't know that they was going to die? Eventually, they got laced up with the information, man. I was saying, what you think the Lord was doing when he came back and visited them after he died and all that stuff, man? What you think was happening? The prophets knew what they was talking about, man. That's what I'm saying. But the way the Lord had it set up, he had it set up for them to write it down and then come back and break it down, man. Simple. It don't matter if you don't believe it. That's what happened. That's what's happening. You see? It says, and I will lay sinews upon you, and I will bring upon you flesh, and cover you with skin, and put breath in you, and ye shall live, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. So I prophesied as I was commanded. That's what I'm saying. That's what we doing now. Now. That's what I'm saying. That's what happened now. So if you think Ezekiel is just floating around in the clouds, butt naked, and that's his reward, you a damn fool. No, man. That's what I'm saying. If Ezekiel is back right now, it's to break down these scriptures, you know what I'm saying? So he can receive his reward, man. That's what I'm saying, because the Lord don't lie. So I prophesied as I was commanded, and as I prophesied, there was a noise, and behold, a shaking, and the bones came together, bone to his bone. You know what I'm saying? And when you go into that bone to his bone, that's talking about lineage, bloodline, family. You see? Meaning that all 12 tribes of Israel was going to come back together through the preaching of this word, man. Through these bones being prophesied unto. There's nothing hard to understand about that. There's nothing hard to understand about that, man. You know, unless you a heathen, you know, unless you preaching the word for envy and strife. That's the only thing that's going to make that be what it is. Because the understanding is there. You see? It says, and I beheld, and lo, the sinews and the flesh came upon them, and the skin covered above, but there was no breath in them. You see? And what that's going into is how you're going to have people that's waking up to say that they Israelites and have an understanding, but they still going to be going off because they don't have the full understanding. You see? I would say you can have a full body. I would say you can have a full body, but if it ain't no breath in that body ain't alive. You see? There still needs to be some work done. You see? The body is not complete until that breath is breathed into it. You know? Verse 9, it says, then saith he unto me, prophesy unto the wind, prophesy, son of man, and say to the wind, thus saith the Lord power, come from the four winds, O breath, and breathe upon these slain, that they may live. You see? It says, so I prophesied as he commanded me, and the breath came into them, and they lived, and stood up on their feet, an exceeding great army. And that's what you see in being built now. And that's why these people so scared, man. You know, this is a spiritual army being built, man. The spiritual army has to be built first. We have to fight this battle spiritually first. You see? All these lies and strongholds that need to be broken down, this knowledge, wisdom, and understanding is the spearhead of bringing that whole structure down, man. Of bringing that whole structure down. All right? Hold on, let me get Jeremiah 16 real quick. You know, just to prove to you that that's what I'm saying. It's going to start out. It's going to start out a certain way. And it's going to start out with the men being breathed upon. All right? All right, Jeremiah 16, it says, "For behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. For mine eyes are upon all their ways, they are not hid from my face. Neither is there iniquity hid from mine eyes." You see? So those bones in Ezekiel being breathed upon and standing upon their feet is going to eventually turn into those fishers being turned into hunters, man. You see? Jeremiah, that's what I'm saying. Jeremiah's in the Old Testament. Have the fishers been turned into hunters yet? Have they? No. The fishers haven't been turned into hunters. Because that's going into the prophets when the Lord put the spirit on them to go ahead and execute that judgment. Because he's going to do it through men. You see? Y'all better, man. Hey, man. All right. Verse 10. No, verse 11. It says, "Then he said unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say, our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off for our parts." You see? It's going into Israel, man. It's going into Israel. And this prophecy is happening now. You see? It says the whole house of Israel. You know? Now, if it was just them Amalekites, if it was just them rats over there, where are the rest of the tribes at? That's what I'm saying. It said Israel was going to be as the sand of the sea. So if you're just going to be able to just put them Amalekites right there in the land, that's what I'm saying. When did they go out on the highways and the byways? So if 1948 was this prophecy coming to pass, if 1948 was this prophecy coming to pass, then that means Ezekiel 37 would have had to happen back in the, in the 20s? In the 1920s? You know what I'm saying? When have you ever seen a group of white people out there on the highways and the byways preaching the Lord's word and offending the whole world? You haven't seen that, man. You seeing that now. Because this chapter is talking about now. You see what I'm saying? Y'all doctrine don't add up, man. The Lord said go out to the highways and the hedges, man. When have you seen a group of crackers out there on the highways and the hedges going hard for the Lord? You haven't, have you? What you seeing is the real Israelites, man. The one that the Bible is speaking of. The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. You see? According to y'all logic, the only thing over there is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Right? That's what I'm saying. And another thing. If those are the people, why is it missiles pointed at Israel? Why are we on the brink of World War III? Why is it a pink city over there? Huh? You telling me them people got the law, statutes, and commandments programmed in them, bro? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. That's what I said. Where in the scriptures do it say circumcise a baby with your damn teeth? Then said he unto me, Son of man, these bones are the whole house of Israel. Behold, they say our bones are dried and our hope is lost. We are cut off of our parts. We was in a low state, man. It says, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord, power. Behold, O my people. That's what I'm saying. Who are his people? The Israelites, bro. His people, the Israelites. Matter of fact, let me get Malachi. You niggas that want to try to get stupid. That's what I'm saying, man. You gonna call the Lord a liar just to make your point? Absolutely not. Malachi, where you at? Let's get him, Malachi. All right. Says, for I am the Malachi 3 and 6. It says, for I am the Lord, I change not. Therefore, ye sons of Jacob are not consumed. The sons of Jacob are the Israelites, man. And they were scattered across the four corners of the earth. And they was going to be brought back. Okay? That's what happened, man. That's what happened. And I want to say, and those Israelites that weren't going to be consumed was going to be in all kind of madness, scattered amongst all these heathen, worshiping idols, being whatever it is they was doing. You know? But that's what I'm saying. The Lord said that he's not going to consume the house of Israel, man. No, he was going to leave a remnant. He sent his son to deliver that remnant. You see? And just to show you the Most High and his son on one accord, let's get Hebrews real quick. That's what I'm saying, man. You got to use the whole roll before you get to running your mouth, bro. Let me see. Hebrews 13. All right. Let's see. Hebrews 13. Yahushua. Hebrews 13 and 8. Yahushua HaMashiach. The same yesterday and today and forever. That's what I'm saying. He was the same in the past. He the same in the present. He going to be the same in the future, man. His mind is not going to change because he on one accord with his father, man. You got Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. And then you got us trickling on down, man. All on one accord. All on one accord. You can't deny it. You can't say we ain't on one accord. You see? Us over here at Great Millstone and like-minded men through the spirit and power of the Lord, man, we on one accord. We on one accord, and we going to keep that jab out. We going to keep that jab out because y'all ain't prophesying. You know what I'm saying? You keep on ripping pages out of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The scriptures that you do know, you don't have the understanding on them. But yet you proud and you pompous and, you know, you got a live stream. That's what I'm saying. It's only a matter of time before you cut that live stream off, man. So, all right, let's go. Okay, 37 and 12, it says, therefore prophesy and say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, O my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. All right, bring you into the land of Israel. So us coming up out of them graves, man. It's talking about how we was going. I would say, what to say? He that wander out of the way of the Lord will remain in the congregation of the dead. Okay, well, them dry bones was in the congregation of the dead, man. But now they waking up. You see? So I'm going to cause you to come up out of them graves. I'm going to breathe that life into you and you're going to be alive. You're going to understand what I'm requiring of you. All right? It says, oh, my people, I will open your graves and cause you to come up out of your graves and bring you into the land of Israel. This has not happened yet. This has not happened yet. It's not happened yet. If this prophecy already happened, the world would look a whole lot different than it does. You know it and I know it. Ezekiel 37 and 13, it says, and ye shall know that I am the Lord, when I have opened your graves, O my people, and brought you up out of your graves, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your land. Then ye shall know that I am the Lord, that I the Lord have spoken it and performed it. And performed it, saith the Lord. Okay, now let's look up this word performed. Has the Lord performed putting Israel back on top and back in their holy land? Has he? Has he? Let's see if he's performed it. Let's get this word performed. All right, Aisha. All right. It says to accomplish, to fashion, to do, to make, work, produce, to do, to deal, to act with an effect, to make, to produce. Has he produced putting us back in Israel? No, he hasn't. He's in the process of doing that by waking up these dry bones and breathing that life into them. You know what I'm saying? Which is in the Old Testament. I guess that already happened. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't even nail down a time frame. You can't even nail down the time frame. You know? When you go to the scriptures that you go to, we break them down the right way. When Apostle Tahar put them scriptures up on the comment board that started this whole debacle you got going, it just proved that you didn't know the scriptures, man. That's one thing about you Christians, man. Y'all don't know the Bible, man. That's what I'm saying. You can I would say with all thy getting, get understanding. Right? Right? It says with all thy getting, get understanding, man. You ain't never seen none of these Christians look up words and do all that. And then when they do, they still can't put it together. Why? Because it's not for them, man. It says to be done, to be made, to be produced, to be observed, to be used, to press, to be made. That's what I'm saying. We ain't back in Israel yet, man. Israel is filthy right now, man. They got to burn first. And the reason why it got to burn is because them devils over there, man. They defiled the whole place. All right? So the Lord is in the process of performing it, man. He's in the process of performing it. We living it out. You know what I'm saying? These dry bones are standing up on their feet. We those dry bones, man. The whole house of Israel. Using the whole roll, man. You can't rip out half the Bible and then tell everybody you telling the truth. It says, and shall put my spirit in you, and ye shall live, and I shall place you in your own land. Then ye shall know that I the Lord, have spoken it and performed it, said the Lord. It says, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick, and write upon it for Judah, and for the children of Israel his companions. Then take another stick, and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, for all the house of Israel and his companions. And this is 12 tribe sign. This is going into the 12 tribe sign. When have you seen a group of white men on the corner with a 12 tribe sign telling the people that they need to come back to the Lord and repent? When have you ever seen that? And if you have seen that, you would have had to see that back in the 20s, in the 1920s, probably earlier than that. You see? How was the world? I was saying, and if that did happen back in the 20s, how in the world, with no internet back in the 20s, was this word going to be preached throughout the four corners? Huh? That's what I'm saying, man. That's what I'm talking about. You have to be able to answer these questions. That's what we can answer these questions through the Spirit. It haven't happened yet. It's a prophecy. That's what the Spirit of the Lord is, prophecy, man. The Spirit of Yahushua is prophecy, man. That's what I'm saying. I'm telling you, man, Yahweh and Jesus going to get y'all asses toe the hell up, man. Yahweh and Jesus. Man, please. It says, verse 17, it says, and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand, man. That's what I'm saying. The Lord is going to bring back the nation of Israel through the foolishness of preaching, man. You see? Through the foolishness of preaching, the Lord was going to bring back all the nations, all the 12 tribes. You see? He was going to bring back all the 12 tribes, man, through having his men bring his word out. That's how it's going to happen. You see? And when the children of the people shall speak unto thee, saying, wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by this? So that's what I'm saying. When the people walk up and they see the 12 tribe sign, when they see that stick, you know what I'm saying? When they see that stick, when they see that plank of wood, and they see that they nation is on there, or they see that they tribe is on there, it's going to require them to ask questions, man. And that's how we're going to be able to breathe life into them, man. It said that Ezekiel prophesied unto them bones, and then they started to stand up. Say unto them, saith the Lord power, behold, I will take thee. Okay, I already read that one. No, I didn't. Okay. Verse 19, it says, say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick. And they shall be one in mine hand. That's what I'm saying. This is the Lord's plan. This is the Lord's will, to have the whole nation of Israel in his hand. Why? Because can't nobody pluck them out. You see? Can't nobody pluck nothing out the Lord's hand, man. That's why he's gathering all the people back together, man. That's what I'm saying. It ain't enough of you rats over there to say that y'all the sand of the sea, man. It's not. Verse 20. And the sticks whereon thou writest shall be in thine hand before their eyes. So that's what I'm saying. They need to see it. Say, your teacher, you're going to see your teachers. Where are you going to see your teachers? Out on the highways and the byways, man. You know what I'm saying? Just for the sake of time, you know what I'm saying? If you want to find out how you bring out the word on the highways and the byways, you can go to 1 Esdras chapter 9 and start at around 40. And then you can go to Nehemiah chapter 8. And it's going to show you how it was a speaker, and you had other speakers coming up. You was in the midst of the city, you know. You was bringing out the words. You was opening up the book of the law. When have you seen these crackers doing that, man? Now, you might have these motherfuckers that'll knock on your door, and you might have these motherfuckers that'll try to hand you some shit on the bus stop. No. Go out on the highways and byways and teach. instant in season and out of season. You ain't never seen no honkies in the snow bringing out the word, preaching in the rain. When have you seen that? If you would have seen that, it would have been years ago. That's what I'm saying. That would have been damn near 100 years ago when you'd have had to see that. That's why y'all can't come up with no historical facts talking about this is when this happened, because that's what I'm saying. A lot of the stuff that y'all saying has happened already haven't happened yet, man. I'm reading out Ezekiel right now. That's what I'm saying. This is happening in 2018. Ezekiel was on the scene a long time ago, man. And say unto them, thus saith the Lord power, behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen. That's what Paul was doing, man, through the Spirit. He was taking Israelites from among the heathen through the Spirit and power of the Lord. That's what happened. It's always talking about Israel, man. It's always talking about Israel. So the smart thing for you to do, vocab, was to check your lineage to see if you go back to Israel rather than trying to come up against it. You see? You losing, cuz. You losing, cuz. I'm telling you. It says, and I will make them one nation in the land upon the mountains of Israel, and one king shall be king to them. Right? One king shall be king to them. One king shall be king to them all, and then shall be no more and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be divided into two kingdoms. That's what I'm saying. Where the rest of the tribes at? Where the rest of the tribes at, bro? You know what I'm saying? Where the rest of the tribes? You can distinguish each tribe through the prophecies, man. You can distinguish each tribe through certain characteristics, man. You see? So where are the rest of the tribes? Is it just Judah, Benjamin, and Levi over there? Where is Naphtali at? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. And you best believe that if the real Jews were over there, it wouldn't be as disgusting of a place as it is either. You see? King David ain't over there. Yahushua ain't over there. That's what I'm saying. So you telling me King David sitting on the throne over there already? Absolutely not. King David is not on the throne, man. He will be, though. You see? And what I'm saying, in the order is what I'm saying, it's gonna be Yahushua, the 144 and the elect, and it's gonna trickle on down to the rest of the nation, and then the rest of the heathen nations. You know what I'm saying? The heathen, don't say the heathen ain't gonna have the laws programmed in them, man. That wasn't promised to them, man. That wasn't promised to them. Verse 23, it says, neither shall they defile themselves anymore with their idols. That's what I'm saying. They over there defiling themselves with idols now. Circumcising babies with their teeth. They got a pink city. They got kosher pig. They eating all kind of abominable foods. They're a bunch of homosexuals. But they the chosen people, man. Come on, man. It's missiles pointed at them right now from several nations. But the scriptures say it wasn't going to be no more war against the Israelites after the deliverance. So what are you talking about, man? It says, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of all their dwelling places wherein they have sinned, and cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their power. That haven't happened yet, man. That haven't happened yet. It haven't. You can't say, just because you say it happened already don't mean it did, man. That's what I'm saying. Just the things that they doing over there in the land of Israel let you know that they not the people. It says neither. Okay. Verse 24 says, and David, my servant, shall be king over them, and they shall have one shepherd. They shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them. Them motherfuckers over there ain't doing that. They not, bro. They not. Those are disgusting people, man. Nasty bastards. Verse 25, and they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be a prince forever. That's what I'm saying. David ain't over there, man. King David will have to actually be over there right now. And he's not. And it's just true. Like the elder Ariala say, it's just true. King David ain't over there, bro. Oh boy. Verse 26 it says, moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It will be an everlasting covenant with them, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forevermore. That's what I'm saying. The Lord ain't dwelling over there. You telling me the Lord dwelling over there in Israel, bro? Vocab. Look at me, vocab. Vocab. They ain't the real people, bro. I don't give a fuck how much money they gave you. Verse 27, it says, my tabernacle also shall be with them. Yea, I will be their power, and they shall be my people, man. The Lord got those people set up to be destroyed, man. The Lord got those people. I want to say the events that are taking place right now is to destroy those people in that land, man. So they're not the real Jews. It says, and the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel. That's what I'm saying. So, vocab, you gonna know. It ain't gonna be no mistake about it, man. All that madness you spewed, all them lies you told, all them skits and parodies and shit, all that Hobby Lobby being a monkey. Yeah, all that Hobby Lobby being a monkey. Where in the scriptures do it say do that? Huh? And the heathen shall know that I, the Lord, do sanctify Israel, when my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore. You see what I'm saying? So just with this chapter alone, which is in the Old Testament, I will say none of this stuff that I just read happened in the Old Testament times. You see? That's what I'm saying. Ezekiel woke up some people, but that's what I'm saying. That was talking about for now. That's what I'm saying, because we're in the end now. We wasn't in the end when Ezekiel was on the scene. At least not that time. But that probably went over your head too. You know? But at the end of the day, man, Akim, we got the whole role and they don't, man. You see? The Spirit of the Lord is dealing, man, with the men that he chose. And he didn't choose vocab. He didn't choose James White. He didn't choose none of them monkey niggas that's with him. You see? He didn't choose none of them. You know? So with that, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. And peace and blessings to the elect. You know what I'm saying? That's preaching this truth. Bathamayim, Wa'amath, and sincerity and truth, man. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, man, when they come up to our camps, when they come up to the camps and all that, let's make sure we're in order, man. Let's make sure we're in order. We got the truth. They don't. They the ones lying. We not. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, more spirit, less flesh. Way you say that in the Hebrew is Racha Rab Bashar Ma'ait. Let's get it, Akim Shalom.